Well, that's darn peculiar. Okay, I got not a whole lot going on right now, so I gotta go through this sack of wheats. I've been working on it for 2 months. Let me clean up my desk. What is this? Stop. Close. Do you want to save this? No. Yeah, I think I got the windows all closed up so I can do my thing. There. Okay, we're gonna be on the scope today because I got a whole bunch of wheats. And I've been working on the sack of wheats for 2 darn months. Well, let's scoop up a handful and work it some more. Yeah, Insomniac Theater. Yeah, I didn't see anybody else on. So Brian Hooper put up a video of some stuff he got. Okay, I looked at that. Got some nice gold coins in there. Well, we'll just play here. How's everybody doing? 77 Mr. X. Good to see you. It's a new name. Late at night, I just put the stream on and do my thing. And usually what my thing is looking at old coins. I look for die varieties. And I look for stuff that's, atypical or different or new or undiscovered or screwed up or, well, whatever it is, we look for it. What's going on here? Okay, that's nothing there. I'm just rubbing, I put the coin on a card so I can move it around rather than scrape the coin. And just a little frayed edge on the card doing some funny business. I'm going to need a pointy stick here at some point. Okay, where'd you go? There's one. Yeah, I'll pull a few out. And there's hidden. You've been binge watching PCGS channel. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. You know, like the corporate line. Yeah, they got some nice stuff over there, of course. Yeah, PCGS is. Have they done good for the hobby? Yeah, historically. They really got a lot of stuff certified and put into durable protective cases. They got good censuses. Censuses? Or is it sensi? Or have they done bad for the hobby? A lot of people say, you're going to get that graded. People have given up on learning the skill of grading. Wait till they get those self-driving cars. People have figured out how to drive a car. Won't take but a generation or two. Okay, that mint mark, the lower serif, gives me attention. Where are you? Right down here. Might see something there. I can't tell. Maybe make a new discovery? Sometimes. You know, they're few and far between, but they're out there. There's stuff out there. But I want to look at that mint mark. So I'm going to tilt. What I do, I tilt this thing so I can get a different light angle. And it helps with the focus on this. I'm going to take it right to the limit of the ability of this camera. That looks like a pretty regular mint mark to me. I think it's just some grime there on the back left. Yeah, I'm not seeing a double mint mark. I need repunch on the mint mark. Okay, give up on that one. I'm learning how they grade. How to spot fakes or altered coins. Yeah, there's plenty. You get a whole lot of stuff from China. Amber Pennell was recording fakes. She's putting together a fakes and counterfeit database. Pretty darn handy, let me tell you. Okay, there we go. We got a little something. This is a little die chip right there. It's a die chip in the wheat here. They call it the bugs in the wheat is what they call it. It's just a die chip. But when you get nicknames for these things, yeah, I keep them. I get a whole bucket of chips and minor cracks and stuff, and I document them from time to time. 55D, anything going on? Get a little clash right here under the neck. That's a little clash mark. That'll be one of the letters in cent. And I look for buy errors. And yeah, every now and then I find a new buy. I sent one into Cuds on Coins. My photograph wasn't good enough. Meant to take another one, but I don't know where the hell the coin went. Well, it'll turn up. I'll take more pictures and try to take them better and then send them in. There's Mike Wolf, good morning. Yeah, but grading, yeah, you gotta learn grading. You gotta learn to grade these coins. And it's all about how much time you spend with the species. What's this? So move this toothpick over that gently. And it feels like a depression. There you go. That's a depression on the coin. So is that, if there's metal missing on the coin, you get two possibilities. One is it was gouged out or removed or taken away or otherwise, drawn out of the coin after production, or it was created during production with some piece of debris between the coin and the die, so the metal did not, press fully to the die. This strikes me as being a struck-through error, struck-through debris. But once you get these into circulation and pass them around for a while, it's really hard to tell the difference. So we're looking for, right now, the clues that'll say this is a struck-through. If it is a struck-through, which I suspect, it's not a very big one. It's not a prominent one. It's not an important position. It's just in a field here beside Satch. Now here I got a piece of damage. Something hit the coin there. But this does not look like an impactor. Now look at the other side. Now an impactor would leave a mark that big. Can, but not always, leave an impact on the other side as well. Where it absorbs the blow. So that looks like a struck through. But it's a pretty minor struck through. And where are you here? You're in the, if I cut that in a quadrant, you're in the upper quadrant. It should be right about where his vest is near the date. Right there. So I'd expect to see if this is damaged. Something right around this area. Maybe a flat spot. Yeah, well, I do have kind of a flat spot right in here. A little bit of extra wear. So I'm going to cast that one aside. And say that's not a struck through. That's probably a bit of damage. Okay, keep going. If it's a struck through, it's a pretty minor one. It's bright like it's new. Well, where'd it go? Let's look at that again. That's not it. Fortunately, I've only looked at 4 coins so far. Is that it? No. How about that one? There it is. Okay, one, it's bright. Well, at 57, these aren't, they really didn't get as much circulation as they probably could have because, well, the design changed. People start taking them out. Condition of the coin here is probably VF still, but you're right there. Is that the one? 55. Okay. Yeah, late in the issue, but yeah, it is kind of bright. So that's one marker that says damage. We got this thing over here on the E that says this is damage, and it's kind of bright. This is probably damage too. But a lot of times damage will plow up the metal, so you got like a hump or the rim of a crater or a furrow. I'd say like where you plow a field. So is it or isn't it? Okay, the raised metal, that's a point towards damage. Okay, and over here, this right on this part of the bow tie, or not the bow tie, the shirt inside the vest, this is kind of flattened out. That says damage. But the lack of a crater or rim or any raised metal around there says could be, more towards a struck through. But I can't call it either way. I don't have a definitive measure on this. So always assume damage. You can't go wrong if you just figure it's damage. Well, you can, but 999 out of 1,000 times your guess of damage is going to be right. And the rest of the time, well, it could probably still be damage. But if you make the assumption of damage and then prove your case, but on that one I could not prove the case. So we'll just toss that off to one side. Well, somebody will get it in the big show probably, because the stuff that I'm looking at, if I don't find anything, I put them in the jar that goes to the big show. And people seem to like that. Okay, nothing there. Have a poke around. Don't forget to hit the like button, you know, especially if you like it. When you hit the like button, leave comments. It helps YouTube decide, we got a lot of interaction on this video. Maybe we should show it to more people. What you got here? Over on this side, I'm going to move that toothpick right along that rim. That does not seem to be debris. That's what the toothpick does, is remove a bit of debris. Now watch how that rim kind of gets indented. That suggests that this anomaly here is damage. But the lower edge of that anomaly continues through the wheat ear, and that says die crack. Alright, let's look at it. Let my loop go. Alright, that's a die crack. Where are you? That's a little crack in the die. Now why does the rim change its thickness right at the point of the die crack? Because it's trying to peel outward, I think. Okay, that goes in the die crack pile. Bucket 56D. Notice anything? I don't. Brian Hooper, Mike Wolf, Hidden, Cindy. Yeah, a bunch of people hanging out at night. See what's going. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's too bad. Somebody punched him in the nose. Hair lip, hair lip. You know that joke? So they're having a dance up at the school, right? And this one guy, he's got a got a lot of self-esteem problems because he's got a hair lip, right? Did I screw this joke up already? Okay, let me go back. There's a girl. Yeah, that's it. She's going to the dance too, and she's kind of, got some self-esteem problems because she got a wooden eye. They couldn't afford a glass eye, so they just whittled one out of wood, poked that thing right in there. So, she kind of thinks she's sort of a freak. Of course, she is, with having a wooden eye and all. Well, off she goes to the dance, right? And she's at the dance, and she's standing against a wall on this side. She looks across, and she sees this boy over there on the other side, and he's standing against the wall, not really fitting in. And she finally, after a few more drinks, she gets up the nerve and goes over and says, "Do you want to dance?" And the kid says, "Would I, would I?" And the girl says, "Hair lip, hair lip." Kids can be so mean. I know this joke. Would I, would I? Well, we're up at work one time. Where the hell were we? We're up at the Z train, right? We're, I don't know, 8 stories up, and having a little lunch, just sitting on a platform on a stairwell, and there's plenty of room there, and people come out there and they smoke, and we eat lunch, and it's about the only place you got. Otherwise, you're gonna walk down 7 freaking flights of stairs, which is really 14 flights, because one up, one, they're how they are. And, oh gosh, forget it. You get 30 minutes to eat your lunch. You get down to the ground, then you got to walk another 500 yards to get to the break room. Now screw it. We'll just eat right here. Plenty of fresh air. Mills, they're down right now. That's why we're there. So we're out there eating, and I'm looking at my phone or something, checking the weather. And I had told this dumb joke to a few other people. Well, this guy comes out, he's just going to grab a smoke. He's another contractor. He's got a hair lip. I didn't see this guy because I'm looking at my phone. And one of the other guys says, "Would I, would I?" And I said, "Hair lip, hair lip." And this guy's standing right beside. Oh man, he almost threw me over the side. Yeah, you got to watch that joke. 1944. I'd like for a nice fat 9. And this is kind of wider, but it's not the width I want to see. Anyway, what, a billion of these? This is the first coin to make over 1 billion during the war. 1 billion pennies during the war. Really? 1 billion. Think of that number, how many that is. Carl Sagan would be proud of how many pennies we're making nowadays. You young people don't know who that is, probably. Right now I'm looking at that mint mark because it's got some darker spots. Usually it's going to be grime. Most of the time it's the grime you see on these things. And that's what I'm seeing here is just grime and crud. But I want to give that a look because it's got a bright... Oh yeah, let's look at it. Yeah, that's just crud. Whoop, we lost our focus. That's just the crud. Alright, how about a buy? No buy. Go back up. Zoom, zoom. There we go. So what are you guys doing tonight? Because I'm just looking at pennies and talking pennies and telling dumb jokes. And hopefully you're learning something. People say they learn stuff. Well, good. All right, now we got coin classes coming back tomorrow. Is it tomorrow already? What day is this? Yeah. When the sun comes up, late at night, 10 o'clock tomorrow night, we're going to have the... I'm watching Ken People. What you doing? I'm talking to Hidden, who's watching Ken. Who's watching Hidden. Anyway, coin class back. We're going to talk about typesets and what to collect. Because a lot of people say, what should I collect? Okay. Well, really, your collection is going to tell you what to collect. Sooner or later, you're going to get into something, and it's going to steer you in that direction. What to collect? Coins is a good start. Well, some people collect other things. 56, net D, the upper serif gives me pause. I want to look at that. Alright, well, some people collect non-coins that are kind of coin-like. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Like silver rounds. Yeah, people collect silver rounds. Nothing on this. And silver bars. Or metals and tokens is a neat one. And he did those so the cows come home. There's people collect casino chips. That's coin-like. But they're casino chips. I can't wait. Me too. I'll get a bunch of notes already started. I gotta start pulling out coins. And boy, we got all these coins over here for the big show, right? Boy, that's so handy because now we got a much wider selection of stuff to play with. Of course, I gotta keep notes on what box it comes out of so I can get it back into the right box. But we have more stuff. It's like show props. How handy. Okay, is that a die chip, or is that something shoved it? See a little split in that line? That tells me it's not a die chip, but something jammed it. Blue's out of here. You out of here, Blues? Somebody's... Night Ozark. Oh, somebody's leaving or somebody's coming. Okay. What we need is more interaction. Who would be up for one of those where you do that, what the heck is that? It's on Google, the Hangouts. Anybody want to do a Google Hangout? Because we can close this stream and do a Google Hangout, and then we can have more chat back and forth, more people talking around. That'd be kind of handy. This looks pretty nifty. You're here until you pass out. Hey, look, if you stay up all night looking at coins, this is perfectly normal. I will next time, says Ozarks. Alrighty. There's nothing aberrant about staying up all night for 3 or 4 days straight. You know, maybe take a power nap here and there, just to look at coins. It's acceptable. You're in the right crowd. All right, and that's squished all the hell, probably from a rolling machine. That's a perfect spot for it. And the line kind of looks a little thicker, but with this damage over here, you know, and the general wear, it's nothing I really care about. I won't pursue that any further. Yeah. Yeah, people stay up day and night for days at a time. I'm talking about a guy, Brudecki, right? He's going through, what's he got? He and his brother, they got $500 worth of pennies from another brother, and they're just going through them, sorting them, taking a look, looking for good stuff. They're finding some stuff here and there. $500 worth of pennies. How many is that? 50,000 pennies. Yeah, that'll keep it busy. 10 boxes. Yeah, it takes me a year to do that many. Hell, it's taking me 3 months to do this sack of 5,000. I'm not even done yet. On your phone, spell check is killing me. Dag nabbit, try typing that in. Keeps calling me an invalid. Invalid command. What the hell is this? I'm yelling back at the computer. Yeah, you suck. Your mother was a toaster. Man, spell check's just frigged up. One time I was texting my mother, right? I meant to say, I hope you stay warm. Pretty simple. Because, oh, geez, I got the weather up here. Look at this. Look at this. It's going to be, where the hell is it? It's going to be, oh, barely in the 60s. We might not even hit 70 on Tuesday. This is frigid. We're looking at 30 degrees, 31 degrees for a couple of days. Oh, God. The blue line, can you see this? I can't see what you can see. Yeah. Yeah, the blue line here, that's the freeze mark. If we hit that, that's a frost. Oh, my God, we're going to get at least one. And maybe 2 frosts this week. This is brutal. God. That's real tough on a guy like me. All right. So I meant to say to my mother, where's the scope? There it is. I hope you stay warm. Instead, it came out, you know, with spell check. You're ruining my life, you fucking bitch. Damn, that autocorrect. Well, that's technology, man. What's this? Well, that just crudded up. We got some kind of heavy deposit on that. Huh. Oh, boy. All right, let's see. The coin's already screwed up. If we take this side of the 4 off, and you really need some good tools for this, because this is a razor I used to open my mail. No, that's just going to screw it up even worse. If you take the size of that off, look, it's a 1915. That sounds like a serious spell check. Dude, she didn't talk to me till she needed to borrow money. I mean, she didn't talk to me for days. I need some money for the light bill. All right. I paid the light bill last month, though. What you gonna do? CJ's here. Okay, CJ. Somebody, who the heck was it? Who the heck was it? They held up some coins. It was a decade holder. The thing was this big. I think it might have been lemon, right? And it's all these holes in a larger piece for just Lincoln pennies, and you got one for every decade. Well, there'd be a neat one. What's going on in his head there? What's that area? Damage or a lamb? Yeah, just bumped up. Something hit it. Oh, okay, there's plenty of chew marks on this one. This one's no good for 1948. Okay, those are lambs. Those are lamination issues right here. And that hits this. It suggests that may also be a lamb. See how it's like a cuticle? You know, when your fingers get dry in the cold, you know, it kind of peels up on one side. Yeah, that's a lamination, which suggests that this may also be a bit of a lamb. We could zoom in on that. I just did something like that with the Westward Journey nickels. Alright, we got a few lambs on that then. Let's look at the other side. Maybe we got something good there. I might stick this one aside. I mean, something like this, it really doesn't have any value. And I'm going to look at that rim. Not much. It's small lambs, little bits. There's the date. It's not that significant, but this would be a perfect kind of thing to send out with a big show, so people have a a known example to play with. What was that bit on the other side? There, same thing on the other side. Right there. Lamination on the edge. Or did something pinch it right here? It's not typical to have them on the edge because it's punched out of a sheet. And laminations tend to be linear because of the way they roll the copper. I put it flat and let's have a look at that. Yeah. CJ's got some neat stuff. I was thinking, what if you had a box, right, or some sort of rig where you put in these entire sheets of coins, right? So you print up the sheet into which the coins fit, and you can look at the front, look at the back, and just slide it into its holder. So, well, kind of a stack, but what if on the sides of this thing you made them a little bit taller, or just on one side, right, just on the top. Oop, I gotta draw this. Where's a piece of paper? Home. People get ideas and send them to CJ, and he makes them real. I need a pen. I'll need this here camera. Okay, so stand upright. Hey, there is no room here. That's what I was thinking, Cindy. It's like a cut mark. CJ says cut too. Okay. All right. So we had this. Something like this, right? Flat. Got holes in it. Plenty of holes everywhere. Maybe you can put numbers in there. 1916, 1917, whatever the hell. Right? 1918S. Right? On the edges, that's where you'd have, I mean, you'd only need 1/8 of an inch or something like that raised up, so you could slide these into their location, and it would add some height. So, when the whole stack is lined up, you'd have like a box or some damn container thing, and you could take out just one of these little slots. You follow me? And there'd be another one under it, and just a raised edge, and one could sit on top of the other. I don't know, maybe. Or how about if they were vertically into a box, that would keep them separated, kind of like the ribs on the big coin box. But instead of individual holders, it's one big page with holes cut out of it. I don't know, maybe play with something like that. Run a year or a few years at a time on each of the cards, or a decade at a time on each card, or you know what, 8 by 8 coins per card. I'm following you. That's all. Just all you need to do is raise up one edge to give it space, or you know, yeah, if they went into a box like a record, like CDs, you know, you can just find which one you want, pull it out. Maybe put a tab up at the top of it or something. How the hell would that work? Uh, each one would have to be, if you're going to use cut in dates or cut in numbers or whatever the hell you got here, yeah, each page would be separate and distinct. But you could do a whole set like that and just come up with a standard size box. A B box for coins. A B box for coins. That's right. And you put a nice pretty cover on it. Just a shoe box or something. I got these things right back here. Right, I get them at the dollar store. They're $5. Something that would be uniform. What's out there? They got those boxes for stagger the tabs. Yeah, that would work. Where are you? So this one would have a tab up here, right? This next one would have a tab over here. Yeah, so that would be in front. And then there's another one with another tab over here. Yeah, that'll work. And then you can find 10s, 20, 30, or whatever you could stand, you know. You could have a century of coins. How about that one? And have some spaces here just for varieties. Whatever the hell's left over. They can put a you know, a proof set token in there, or you know, an RPM or something with a die chip in there. And you wouldn't have to have the front cover and the back cover, right? Like say, those Whitman holders, right, where you have the insert like this thing, and then you have the clear plastic in front and back. You wouldn't need the clear, right, because it's going to be inside the box, and the box is protected, but the coins would be exposed. Or you could go all the way and, you know, play with it more. Hey, just an idea. Just throwing that out. Okay, back to pennies. Wow, this place is wrecked. I'm trying to clean up the place, but that usually involves moving coins, and if I'm going to move them, I like to get them, you know, work them. I ran out of space to hold my coins. I'm on 3 rooms now. So get creative and use the jewelry box my bracelet came in. Holds 2x2s perfectly. There you go. What you got here? Crud, crud, and crud. And I think I lost the one that we were looking at that had the lambs. That's too bad. I'm going to have to look at that again. It'll show up. Dude, you cold over there, Frank? It's going to be 20 below in Lockport, New York. 100 feet above the Erie Canal locks. Dude? Dude? It's one of those words that works. It's like blue jeans. It works no matter what. Dude. The way it's inflection that gives it its meaning. You can make inserts that fit into a file cabinet. What you got there? Damage or lambs? That looks like lambs to me. Yep, that's lamination starting, let's see, just below the date. Goes linear, beside and around the tie, across the neck, to the back of the neck. And that's a stain. That might be that one curvy mark might be a bit of it, but I haven't looked. Yeah, okay. Yeah, good. We got a little land to play with. Anything in the back? You got a necklace. True story. Oh, the back looks okay. What do we got here for a date? 1941 lamination. Oh, and over here, let's have a look at the T. I'm going to have to zoom in. 1941 has so freaking many double dies. I don't see anything here that stands out. Okay. And a lot of times you're going to find it on that T. That second T in trust. Okay, I need a little baggie. Because maybe I'll find that first one. And a little piece of paper. Yeah, we'll set that up. Lamage. No, that's a lamb. Oh, I thought it was a spell check. You meant to say damage. Yeah, we keep that aside. Next one. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Some people just want to see what's next. I want to see what's next. There we go. We got some focus on there. And the eye is a great place to look. A lot of people miss this one. They get these class 8s that are going to show some extra doubling in the eye, be the eyelid. Of course, we got some crud in there. Crudage. Alright, nothing wrong with that. Nothing out of place here. There we got a little focus. And keep on going. Nope. Getting late. You got stink eye. Man, nothing worse than stink eye. Unless you get, stink head. That's a whole lot worse. Or stink butt. One of them tropical diseases. Man. You get the stinky kid in class. Pink eye. Is that another one? He's got pink eye, stink eye. Is that another one of those spell check areas? Spell check's gotta go, dude. It ain't working. It's not ready. It's not ready to be released to the public because it's gonna make us all dumb. It's like trying to speak jive. They're trying to grade coins. They won't grade coins anymore because PCGS grades coins. So now I want to write a letter, so I got to get some software that will spell for me. That's damage, all right. Learn to grade. Invest time. Really, you want to learn how to do this stuff, make the sacrifice to do it, because once you learn it, you're not going to forget it. It's like, I used to grade coins, but I forgot how. I used to ride a bicycle, but I haven't ridden a bicycle in, 8 years, so I don't want to bother to learn how again. Now, once you got an idea of what's going on, you're going to be a whole lot easier. Put some time into that. That's the hobby. You want to improve your abilities? Put the time into it. Put the effort in. Learn to grade. Practice grading. Look at coins and say, is that really that grade or is it not that grade? You got PCGS Photo Grade's a good tool. There's books out there, the A&A standards. You got Photo Grade by, what's his name? Powers. It kind of looks like a fat 9, but I don't like the point going with a... That point would not be consistent with a double die. I think I'll skip that. When you see the double 9, you know it. You say, oh, now I see. Nothing out of place with that one. Well, we found a couple of small things. Text-to-speech is the worst. Makes you sound very special. Mine just comes out, what? Now give me a minute, I'm going to have to go stir my beans. Yeah, got some pasta fagioli going on. I put the pasta in, so it's probably real close. Of course, then you let it cool down, and the pasta just goes from this to like this. Like you ever drop bread in your soup, and you know that one piece of bread is now like this big? That's what's going to happen to that pasta if I don't get it chilled. I might eat some, but I won't eat it in front of you. Um, that's like the worst thing, you know. You get on and somebody's like eating stuff, and what do you got? They're slobbering and drooling and getting it all over coins. Is that code for something? Stir my beans. That's code for I have navy beans. Navy beans. You know, chili beans on the stove, simmering away for like 4 hours now, keeping the kitchen warm. And there's some tomatoes in there, and garlic, and onion, and barbecue sauce, and let's see what else. Splash of mustard, some brown sugar, and a couple of pieces of bread. You know, you save your bread ends. You ever do that? You ever throw bread in the beans? I take like, 2, 3, 4 slices of bread. Just the heels, because I stick them in the freezer. You know, those days I run out of bread, and I don't want to go to the store. I just take it out of the freezer. I am so sorry that I won't drive to the store to get a loaf of bread. Okay, well, there's a way to get bread. I could always make bread. But anyway, take the bread, and just throw a couple, 3, 4 slices into the beans. It doesn't do anything for the bread, I can tell you. It dissolves. Give it time. You stir it 3 or 4 times. The bread's going to explode first. After a while, it disintegrates. You see what I'm seeing? Right under the eyelid is a vertical bit. And what's this over here in front of the eye? Or in front of the, what do you call that part? You know, where they shoot them in the cowboy westerns. Yeah, well, it thickens it up. It doesn't really change any flavor because it's, a piece of bread isn't going to change the flavor much, but it gives it a really good, thick, heavy texture. Yeah, it makes it worth eating. Okay, I'm going to look at this. I'm looking at this vertical line under the eyelid, below the eyelid. I'm looking at a little bump above the eyelid. Let's put some shadow on that. It might be just polishing marks. And I'm looking at a little extra bit here at the nasal plexus. Is that what that's called? I see polished lines. Yep, that's probably it. I agree with you. I don't see anything else out of the ordinary here. It got some luster here and there, which you can see is the orange fiery spots. Coin's in good shape. Back it off some. There is such a thing as too much magnification. I don't see anything wrong with that. Okay, I had a bag of shinier ones. What's this one? 340. Dyewear. Best Wheats. There, I put it in this one. Choice 48 to 58s. It just means they have some luster. I'll drop it in that baggie. Yep, and I'll send that off to somebody one day. 1955. Looks pretty tight. Still a freaking nice coin. Hey, it's a nickel. It's a penny. The Cindy Crawford mole. That one right here. Cindy Crawford was hot back in the day. I would totally hit that. She never calls me anymore. Okay, die chip right there. Otherwise, an unremarkable coin. With my, there it is. Bucket of die chips and die cracks. What is this one? 44? She's still gorgeous. Well, if you say so. She's not in her 20s anymore. And she's like in her 50s. I'm in my 50s. Yeah, she looks a whole lot better than I do, I can tell you. I'd rather go out with her than me. But I'm just in it for the looks. Let's face it, I'm shallow. That's just on the surface. Damage on that one. I wouldn't hit that, but she's beautiful for 50. Barbara Eden was knockout. She's still alive. She's like 95 or something. And she was pretty hot into her 80s. Well, you know, for an 80-year-old. Okay, she was kind of hot into her 60s. I mean, she'll look nice for 80. But really, once you get into the 80s, let's not carry this discussion any further. That's just getting weird. But she was hot. For, you know, much longer than most chicks are hot. Mid-Mark needs it. Yeah, let's not talk about hot 80-year-olds. I'm not feeling the love on that one. Nothing there. Nothing in the eyelid. Back up. Yep. My mother said, don't be so critical. You're always judging women by looks. Well, Mom, I'm 17. You know. Mom, I'm 20. Nothing else matters. There's a girl at work, you'll like her. She has a nice personality. She says. So you're going to try to hook me up with some chick from work? Nice personality? What does that mean? Okay. Well, first mistake was, we're going to Beano. That's like what they call bingo up in Maine because they play with beans. We're going to Beano. You should come. Okay. I'm 18 years old. I'm still in frickin' high school. Mother wants to hook me up with some chick from work. Okay, first off, I need to get out of the house more. Second, I need to move out of the house forever. Yeah, code equals ugly. She's got a nice personality. Dude, I wasn't interested in personality back then. Some things never change, huh? Yeah, the one girl said, I have a brain to know. I had no response to that. What am I... How do I react to that? Huh? I can tell her I put bread in my beans. How do you respond to that? I still don't know. I want to slam your brain. Okay. So anyway, we're going to go to Beano. Okay, I'm in high school. Going to Beano to pick up chicks. This is... Every part of this is wrong so far. Although she does have a job. And I still need a sugar mama. You say, of course you do. Of course you do. I love your brain. Something like that. I respect your brain. That's what they want to see. That's what they want to hear you say. Then they want to tell you their fucking opinion. Jesus Christ. Frickin' Dukes of Hazzard is on. I gotta go. Alright. So we're gonna go to bingo, and this fat chick walks in, sits down. She's playing bingo. Mother's talking to her. I'm waiting for the, you know, some hot chick to walk through the frickin' door. Oh, Kenny, this is Myrna. Whoa. I'm gonna go outside and take up drugs, Ma. I'm gonna start doing heroin right now. I gotta go. No. I'm sure she has a nice personality. But I wasn't looking for personality, let me tell you, when I was in my, you know, early 20s, teens. Had two, once more. Okay, Frank will tell you, these 52Ds, they got some neat ones. I guess they got flying Ds. They got RPMs. And we're looking for some little hooks at the front. And boy, that has the slightest looking piece of hook. Right at, where's my poker? There it is. Right at the upper right, about 1 o'clock, just this little kiss sticking out there. I want to look at the lower left. This is hard. This is really hard, making this focus. Where are you? I don't think we're in too close. I'm about 1/8 of an inch from the coin here. All right. That wants to be looked at with a loop. What's that crud inside? There must be a technical name for the stuff inside the mint mark. It is too small to stick a toothpick in there. What do you call it? Mint mark phlegm? Yeah, MMF for short, for mint mark phlegm. MMS, mint mark schmeg. Okay, that's not RPM. That's just more crud, probably. Where's my focus? Where are you? Come back. I need one with autofocus. Okay, nothing there, nothing here. Anyway, 20 years later, my mother says, "Oh, there's this girl at work. You should meet her. She has a great personality." How much does she weigh, Ma? Let's get right to it. Oh, she's not that big. What? How big do you have to be before you are that big? She's not that big. Well, she said she had a great personality. That usually means she weighs, a metric ton. No, Ma, I don't want to meet her. Oh, but you like her. Yeah. I like her better if she weighed less than 400 pounds. I like her better if she can fit in the door. I like her better if I don't have to put heavy-duty shocks on an F-350. Come on. What do we got going on here? That S looks kind of thick and squished and flat. Got some MD on the U. The bottom of the U is kind of wider than typical. The L is not. Let's look at the dots. Where's the dots? Nah, no dots. Damn. I'm just saying. Air quotes. That's right. If you use them right, you can make any word dirty. Yep, my girl's coming over and we're going to have some fajoule. What's that? Have I been slobbering on my coins again? Nope, that's a ding or something. That one's smothered in dings. That one's no good. Yep. Yep, Mark, we're going to go down to the park, Ma, and feed the ducks. That's what we're going to do. It becomes code. That one's got crud all over it. This one has not been pre-licked. Judging by the amount of mint mark schmeg covering the coin, this is a whole lot of mint mark schmeg contamination here. This has not been licked, at least not recently, and not well. We're going to have a whole coin class just on how to properly lick a coin, because you got to get in there and get that schmeg out of there. 41, not woody. Not in the least bit woody. T looks right. Okay, 41, you get a lot of woods. You get a lot of alloy issues on these 41s. Let me tilt that. And we can see some parallel lines. Parallel to the stick here. And that is, well, minor laminations. But that'd be good for the little lamey bag. Holy crap, Snakefoot. LCS just bought 48,000 unsearched wheats. And they're going to have 42,000 left after you're done with them. And by next week, they'll be down to 20,000. How many can you go through in a week? Where's that lamey bag? There. 48,000 unsearched wheats. Go get 'em, man. Because if the LCS bought them, who'd they buy them from? Some collector? Well, you're 50 years later. 59, 50 years. Darn near 60 years since the last wheat penny was produced. No, exactly 60 years. He has to count them all. Okay, well, 60 years, you can figure most of them have been gone through. However, when would they gone through last? Because if you went through them, you know, in the 60s or 70s, well, a lot of them weren't that great. You know, weren't considered. It's only a 43S. We'll just leave that in the, throw it in the bag. It's only a 33D. Just screw it, leave it in the bag. Over time, they pick out different coins over time, you know, as values go up. We used to get 1909 VDBs in bags all the time. Every bag would have a 1922 in there. Every bag. Guaranteed. Guy would put a 22 in there. Of course, that's a long time ago. Nowadays, geez, you can't even get S-mints out of them. Here's an S-mint. It's a regular non-serif 1947S. Okay, you don't get many S-mints in there. No sooner do I say you won't find them, but we found them. How does that happen? It's like you take your car to the shop and say it's making a funny noise, and the guy turns it on and it doesn't even start. Well, it's not really making a funny noise now, is it? Or there's something wrong with the wiper blade, but you go to show the guy and they go normally. Damn you, car. Every time. Oh, this seems to be working just fine. Where'd my bucket go? Right there. Yep, or you say one thing and immediately disprove yourself. Oh, there it is. What's on the back? Nothing, 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 rim ding. Where's my, I got one here for S wheats. Yep. Yep, Rebecca knows. You know, you go to the doctor and you say, I've got this thing on my forehead. I've got this spare twin sticking out of my forehead. You show up, of course, the day before it falls off. And then what? Well, never mind, doc. And you get home and you get up the next day and it's stuck there again. Oh. Okay, turns out it's just a, you know, piece of pizza that's flopping around the bed. You need to clean the bed, change your sheets, and take a shower. Nothing there. I think it's cool like that. Having a twin sticking out of your head. Or the way stuff shows up when you... Oh, here's a good... Oh, that's that one we had before. That 48 Lamb. Good. Where's my baggie? Yup. That's why they look at you. What the hell's wrong with that guy? Well, what is wrong with you? They say. They say that to me all the time. No, really, it was there. It was right there. Looked like a twin. Smelled like pepperoni. Well, it's not there. I don't see anything. Maybe a little red mark. That's it. My package is in Memphis, Tennessee. I should have it in the morning. I send stuff to Lincoln. He gets it like, you know, 36 hours later. I order stuff from Memphis. It takes 2.5 weeks to get here. What the hell? I hate that part. It just takes forever. These mail guys down here, I think they're either underfunded or ignorant. And really, the public schools in this area, they're failing us. I pay a school tax every year on my property. Jesus, it's like, you know, $400. School tax. Well, a county commissioner comes by the door one day, knocks on the door, says, "Hi, I'm running for county commissioner." That's all right. Maybe you can tell me why I pay a freaking school tax when I don't have any kids. Oh, school benefits all of us. No. Have you been to freaking Walmart in this town? Those people did not benefit. If anything, we've been thwarted. We're failing our children here, and you're wasting my tax money. And how about you have the parents pay the school tax for their kids? You know, for 15 years, no wait, 13 years, they can pay extra. Why do I got to pay extra for for my entire lifetime? They're failing everywhere. Man, these kids nowadays, something is in the food or the water, and these kids they're dumb. Man, dumb. You know, girl can't figure out how to give me back change, and I paid with a debit card. I'm sorry, I don't know how to give you change back. Don't worry about it. I can call my manager. We can figure it out. Don't worry about it. Manager comes over. She's dumb as this one. Oh, Jesus. God save us. They're gonna run the world one day. Oh, Christ. Yeah, I've been reading Facebook again. I'm all riled up. Well, that's okay. We'll look at pennies instead and talk about fat chicks. There. Those are good. Let's get another handful out. Yep, I'll get some lint. I needed a piece of string. I should save that. Yep. The older I get, the more I grumble. I grouch about everything nowadays. Even the smarter ones are a bit off. A bit off? Smart just means they can dress themselves. Fat chicks need love too. They sure do. So call Frank, and Frank will be right over, and he'll love you right up. He'll tell you you have a great brain. I have a brain, you know, and it's a wonderful brain. I respect your brain. That's how you love girls nowadays. We did it differently back in the day. Can I buy you a dozen drinks? Here you go. Go back to the bar and try it again. Lordy, I was such a whore when I was young. I still would be, really, but I live out in the woods. I think that's part of it. I need to move like to the city. Because I can more easily afford a dozen drinks for a chick nowadays. Hi, can I buy drinks for you and all your friends? Sure. 10 shots of grain right here. That's a little damage on that D. Man, liquor does the trick. Get as many as she wants. Cindy has great brains. I respect her brains. Matter of fact, that's what I look for in a chick nowadays, is big brains. Just a nice set of brains. Liquor, beer, never fear. And I'm afraid I'm just not a politically correct role model for today's youth. I can talk about coins, sure, but I start talking about chicks and stuff. Man, people be hiding their kids, throwing bricks at the screen. Tell me I gotta buy them a new computer because they broke that one. Huh? Well, my kid was in the room. Well, put him in the closet like my parents did with me. Lock the door. Now, then you can watch. Lock your kids up. Feed them every week or two at least. Friggin' 3 in the morning. Yeah, it is. Over here it's friggin' 3 in the morning. Jesus. Jesus Christ, in Australia it's late in the morning. I wouldn't get past 5 because I still like to be a lady. Okay. We'll make 5 instead of 10. 5. There you go. Make it a double, bartender. One pitcher, please. Not a kamikaze. One pitcher of kamikazes, please. Man, this one chick threw up in the hot tub. We went for Chinese. Oh, this is way back in the day. We went for Chinese, and she had these, the hell was it? Pina coladas, I think. She was trying all, she was trying everything. Oh, I don't hardly drink ever. Okay, well, let's try a few things. You know, start off with a shot of like Cointreau or something, or Chambord. Here you go, try that. Oh, that's real yummy. What else do they have? You like coconut? We get some tropical stuff. I ate the Chinese, and you got all them, you know, bean sprouts and noodles and all the little mung beans and stuff, and she hurls in the tub. Right in the hot tub. Now it's soup. Oh, for crap. That really kills the mood right there. I was locked in a closet without, no, I was locked in a closet with coins, and that's where that's why I developed a hobby here. Man, I had to drag her out of the hot tub, hose her down, hose me down, shake her, wake her back up. This one's got some luster to it. What's it, a 58? Okay, a little better shape. Looks pretty normal. Baby, wake up. Baby, baby, wake up. Oh no, too many drinks. Now what do? I'm gonna keep that one out. That's in the, that's the S weeds. That's the dye-ware. Here's a choice. We'll keep that in there. Snowflakes. Snowflakes and bubbles. Bad idea to mix liquor. Yeah, we learned. That's one of those things you learn at a young age, is don't mix the liquor. Especially don't mix the liquor and go to Chinese and then jump in a hot tub and think, what could possibly go wrong? You will find out real quick what could possibly go wrong. And dude, it's not pretty. It's a scary thing. You run for your life, really, get the chance. You just run. Oh, I like pina coladas too. Oh, Jesus, girl. I mean, you just want to, you know, it's like cleaning coins. You just want to loosen the debris. You don't want to freaking soak them in acetone for 2 months. Just loosen the debris. 1941. Let's look around. What's that? It looks like damage more than anything else. See how you got a ding? Something hits a coin. Where's that pointy stick? I got 6 of them here. Okay, this is a good example. Something hits the coin. Say here or these spots. And you get another one over here, and oftentimes it's going to push up the metal, right? Kind of plows it. You ever see a meteor, Barringer meteor crater, right? The meteor comes, let me scratch this. The meteor comes in and you got this, you know, the dirt is thrown up and you have a crater all the way around. All right, same idea, except instead of a meteor, it's like, you know, something else. Maybe a nail. Instead of the earth, it's this here penny planchette. But the same idea. You get the pushed up metal. And how do you tell? Because the high points are brighter. You know, because they wear down. They're a little brighter. And there you got little bright points around these little dings. That tells me that's metal that's been pushed up and subsequently worn away. This is a hypersonic weapons. Yeah, same idea. You seen the space launch hypersonic weapons they got? They just drop them on you. And that's damaged. Yeah, wait for it. The next war is going to be a lot of fun. They're doing all this stuff with drones, drone technology. Jeez, they got these drones that fly around. You know, they'll fit bullets. Well, what if you got guided bullets? And a drone will fit, you know, 100 rounds. You know, you got 100 drones, all remote control. That's area denial right there. Nobody is moving. Because if the other guys have 100 drones, nobody's moving through that area. That's MAD, mutually assured denial weapons. Area denial. Mutual area denial. Okay, this is die wear on this one. You can see the wear at the top of the letters. See the P, got the line on one side. Get these little horns because the way the metal flow comes along the side. I got a bag for this one. You have to better explain those. You have 3 drones. Well, send one up over the locks. Be fun to see. Well, you got Marsec down there. Geez, are the locks on the Erie Canal subject to? Oh, this is a good one. Subject to maritime security. Okay, you got die chip. This one has a die chip on the top of the one over on the side. So I call this one, and there's one in 1958 too. R957. Okay, you get a die chip in the 9. Nothing over there. Anything in the head? Yeah, that's a die chip, and you can see the wear on this coin. Okay, well, there's a lot more wear afterwards. Yeah, all right, that's a worn out die is all. That's an R957. And I'm going to keep that. Where'd those flips go? I just had some second-rate flips. There we go. Yeah, I reused the darn things. I sent them off in new flips, and then I reused the old one around here. GPS waypoints. Oh, good. That's R957 die chip. Yeah, we'll set that one aside. I plan to this summer. Got a decent sized one now. There you go. What, you afraid of the cold? Get out there. Me, I'm afraid of the cold. I fear the cold. I stay inside. I got a little heater under my desk here, keeping my feet toasty. I love that thing. Dude, it was 10 bucks, 250 watts. So what are you talking, 3 or 4 cents an hour for, you know, power usage at 12 point something or other per kilowatt hour? Yeah, I keep my feet warm. You know, 75 cents a day. Is that right? That's about right. 20, 30 bucks a month. That's affordability. Yeah, you see I got the long sleeve sweater on. You know it's cold. Ken's wearing clothes? I like a freaking sweatpants on, man. You know it's cold. There's tiny drones you can fly indoors for $20. You have to pay Amazon $20 to fly it indoors? But we're talking those little tiny ones. Fun for pets. There you go. Do a video of fun with cats. Yeah, I've got this other channel. I'm starting to do more stuff on it. The whole idea was I see, you know, numb stuff on Facebook sometimes, and I just read it and make a video and post it. You know, 30 seconds. And maybe one day one of these things will go viral, and I can buy a new truck. You know, it takes me 2 minutes to freaking make the video and post it. We'll give it time. It may never take off. Most likely it'll never take off. But it's a lot of fun. You learn a lot. Stupid pet tricks. That's been done. We'll do stupid Ken tricks. That's filthy. This is not. Let me take this break. I'm going to smoke, get some coffee, and stir my beans. Stir my beans. That's right. Now let's just stare at this one for just a bit. See if you can tell what's wrong or right with this coin. There, I'll be right back. There's probably more cat videos than any other topic. No, there's a lot of commentary about Star Wars. You know, a lot of people picking apart Star Wars. I mean, dude, they get right into it. How big is this ship? How fast would this other ship have to be traveling to impact the giant ship and do that much? What? And they're doing math. Dude, give it up. Get a life. No, stop. Let me stir my beans. I'll be right back. There. Okay. I'm just going to leave this here for a second. This is pasta fagioli. Ta-da! Here, now get coffee. Kind of chilly into it. Yeah. Yeah, I can cook. Grubs and brains. We can eat grubs. Mmm. Cracking breakfast of champions right here. So you got macaroni. You got, see, that's a kidney bean. Hmm? Mmm. Okay, we got some bread. Do you see the bread? But check out the sauce and how thick. Oh, Oh yeah, that's tasty. I need some salt. I thought I put enough salt in. Okay, and the pastas are, they're just right. I used macaroni noodles in this batch. Yeah, okay, there. I don't like to eat on camera. This isn't working. Here, there, that works. Mmm, mmm, tomato. Excuse me, went down the wrong hole. Mmm. I came for coins and now I'm hungry. Mm-mm-mm. Don't talk with your mouth full. Oh man, this will give you the farts. Them beans, they're good for you, right? But if you don't properly soak them and rinse them and re-soak them, you're gonna clear out your work area. You know, show up at work and everybody, we can't work in here anymore. It's poison. Don't eat with don't eat with your mouth full. Mmm. Oh, that's fucking good. There, see, look, it's gone. See the sauce? See how thick and it doesn't run. You get a look. It doesn't run. Not much. Maybe a little ooze. That's a good sauce right there. Now, usually I make some cornbread and just pour this on top. I'll butter it up real good and just pour it over the cornbread. But I'll take this batch because it's like 4 quarts of this stuff. No, I use the pork fat from a Boston butt, and there's plenty of meat on there. Just chop it up real fine. It's pretty good. Mmm. Anyway, I'll take this and I'll put it in Ziploc bags and stuff it in the freezer, and I'll eat off of this batch for 2 months. Probably once or twice a week or something at the start. Yeah, I do. There. Yep. There, it's good. It's tasty. It's filling. It's freaking dirt cheap. Okay, there's the mouse. Oh, let's see. Oh, here. Yeah, and it'll keep you warm, man. You work all day on a pot of that stuff. That's some diggity, they call it. Okay, where is the scope? There. Yeah, I eat regular food, just like, regular people. Only better, because I cook it. Snakefoot said something. Drank it, I think, Lincoln. He did. It was just a small plate. I used 4 bites, and I chewed it. And it was really good. And I'll probably go get some more when this is over. Yeah, I eat booty. That was a plate full of booty right there. Yeah, I do cooking videos, but my kitchen is a freaking mess. Dude, there's coffee everywhere. Alright, I show the floors. They're gonna stop watching. Yeah, nothing on that one. So I got that garage. Well, what if I took them tools and put some walls up on this what the hell is it? A running stall, right? Because the previous owners had a horse. What if I put some, hung some plywood? Or better yet, some of that hardy backer board? Some hardy panels or something? It's like concrete plywood. It'll take the weather, that's for sure. You can paint it. What if I just hung some sheets of that? Right. A little too much Tabasco, I think. And move some of the stuff that's out in that garage out to that shed. Because all I need there is power. And that's easy enough. I'm right close to the house. I don't think it's 100 feet. And I could use a garage. Finish that up, Sheetrock, mud it. What's that on the head? That's a scratch. And set up a studio kitchen. I mean, what do you need? A couple of cabinets, a stove, you know, some lighting, countertops. Not like that's pricey or expensive or forbidding. And use that. And have a freaking studio. And then could I rent it out to other people who want to do cooking videos? There's a little clash mark under the chin, but nothing to get excited about. Yeah, but you're going to see these clash marks a lot. It's just a vertical line right in front of his chin, like right here. Can you see this all right? I can't look and see if you can see that all right. What if I held the camera this way? Would that work? I could look at the screen. Oh, I don't know. It's too much math. Okay, let's try to find this again. And you can barely see that. Yeah, just a line from the bottom of his chin to the bow tie. Okay, butts. Nothing on the back. But geez, it's a good spot. I mean, it's a 12 by 24 garage out there. I'll park out here, because that's where the freaking door is. Why'd they put the garage over there? I think they kept horse feed in there is what it was. I saw some doubling on the Liberty in the last one. It's gone, man. It's gone. So somebody will get it in the big show, I guess. I'll try to keep better eye on things. 1940. Eyelid looks good. Truss looks good. Boy, that was good. I'm gonna go back and get another plate. What are you gonna do with the garage? Turn it into a studio. I do coin videos, cooking videos, funny videos, stand-up comedy videos, sit down and forget it videos, whatever the hell. But rent it out as a studio, right? Because I mean, I got the camera equipment. Right, if they got a YouTube, oh, look, we got something. They get the YouTube account. Hey, I get the equipment. What's this up here at the E? That looks like some kind of crud. No, it's just a little discoloration, but we got a pretty good sized crack right across the top of his head. Does it meet the rim? Nope, it's just in the middle of his head. So the die, how do you get a crack in the middle of a die? It's subsidence. One piece of the die kind of, if you can see, here's some contrast, subsides. See the difference in height? There's my knuckles, that's a normal die. But if a piece on the inside subsides, perhaps the metal had a soft spot or air bubble or space of less density, and it kind of caves in. That's what this is. And it starts up here, or maybe it ends up there. This seems to be the initial spot. Turns into two spots. Cracks can do that. Heads down and continues along the back. Good. We'll keep that up here. Now, let's say I had a studio. Right, we got the equipment set up. People can come in and do cooking videos and shit. How many of these people am I going to get in a town this size? That was a die crack, a cracked skull. That's right. So the idea is sound, but I don't think there's a market for it around here. Maybe if I move to a big city. Well, that'll be fun. Traffic and sirens and people yelling and banging and screaming and kids and... Oh. Okay, this place ain't so bad out here, I think. That looks right. I kind of like living out here in the woods. What's that crap? That is some crap right there. Let's look at that. Raised crab. That's some raised material. That's debris or contamination. Something is on that coin. There's Shelly. Gotta go. Great to see everyone. You too, dear. You stay groovy. Get some sleep. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. Make some make a casserole. And a little luster on this one. Not too bad for a 48. It's a higher end VF. Looking at the head. Maybe as far as XF. Yeah, that's XF. Beep. What's the beep? Oh, beep, beep. I'll stick this in the choice bucket. Oh, good. 1948. Yeah, better. It's not uncirculated by any means, but it's in better shape. Where's that choice bucket? There. So I'll assemble, a bunch of these and sell them off by the roll or something, or put them in a folder. God knows what. Oh, see, 1940, and that tail of the 9 kind of wants to be a fatty, but it's not quite fat enough. It looks like a club leg. Looks like a baseball bat on the end of the 9. That 9 that you see here is probably the result of just being squished. Nothing there, nothing here. 1940 is not a big year for die cracks or breaks. Late 50s are, man. Late 50s are real big. What you got? 48? Nothing on the eye. Nothing on Liberty. Patrick's here. There. Oh, that's. I just call him Roadrunner. Patrick the Sinner. Well, it's in decent shape. Nothing wrong with it. What do you got? This one. A 41. Color's even. That's the broken leg of the R. Alright, 41. See the R? How it's not complete. It's kind of stubby. You get a whole lot of those. And here you get a little bit of grain, but only in a magnification. The ultimate sin. That's right. Hey, if you're gonna go big. Go big or go home. What if you had a kitchen studio in a larger city? The studio itself, stove, countertops, that sort of thing. Pretty darn simple. Get in, get out. Have some cleanup in between shows. Perhaps 15 minutes or so. You can't clean it up in 15 minutes or so? Pay me. But I suspect you could probably pull it off. How much you talking? $75 an hour to rent a place. Yeah, we'll have our own cleanup crew come in and clean up, You have access to refrigeration. We've got your own kitchen over here where you can do prep work, store refrigerated items. Bring your stuff, store it in cabinets or whatever the hell. And you can rent that long term if you like. And when you're done, get out, because somebody else is coming in later, because they're going to do a food or cooking video or something like that. And you can run that thing 24/7. Everyone would want to be a Martha Stewart or Rachel Ray. You're darn right. I did a couple of food videos. What was this one? I gotta look again. 58D, kind of colorful, kind of cruddy. Alright, I'll put that in the video bag. Where'd it go? Choice. Everybody can be Martha Stewart, but some people, seriously, they can make it. You know, they got some good stuff. Now my cousin, Lori, she's over in Nebraska. She's a food artist. No, really. She takes pictures of food. You ever see the, women's magazine, whatever the hell, or Good Cooking magazine? And they got the pretty danishes or the striped bundt cakes or whatever the hell. That's what she does. She takes pictures of food. I get a picture of like a Whopper. She takes pictures of food for advertising. Yep, and about half of it is actual food. Some of it's props. The steaks are wooden. The hamburgers are wooden or vinyl. Right, the ice cream is actually Crisco. Milk is super glue or Elmer's glue or something, but it ain't milk. The pictures of food, that's not food. But she's a food artist. She's an artisan. Now I gotta look at that. It looks like MD across the top of that wheat. Well, alright, they bring the food. We got the cameras. You can use it, or we can use it, or they can use it, or hire somebody who knows how to use it, let them use it. That's MD. MD all the way. All the way around. That's very low and flat over here. Much lower over here. Alright, nothing there. Yeah, what would just be the Universal Studios of the food world. And then you have like a marble countertop, right? Or some fancy countertop of wood or butcher block. And you just keep the countertops in the back room. Different show comes in, you pull out their countertop. Here you go. You get shelf paper. Yeah, it's a shelf paper countertop. Makes a easy cleanup. You just peel it off, throw it away, roll down the next one. Cleanup's a breeze with shelf paper. That's a 41, and we got some grain. Yep, much brighter over here. That brightness, that's the grain. There you go. Kind of some crud spots in there. It's too bad. What is that, raised? Nope, those are pits. Put some wood grain to it. Oh, good. I like giving away these. That was Mike Bolliard sent a bunch of woodies, a bunch of them for the big show. We gave those away for 3 months. Oh, it's a shame here. Probably why it's in this bag. Yeah, but that's a fairly decent crosshatch woody. All right, give me a baggie. We'll put some together, give those away. Well versed in restaurant inner workings, however rusty. Yeah, I've been around. It's not so much the kitchen as the equipment, because a lot of people that do those cooking videos, they don't know a damn thing about the cameras and shit, but they like to do a show. I need a pen. Here's one. Here's two. There, I got a wood bag. Well, they don't know the first thing about cameras and stuff. But they like to do some food videos and do their own Martha Ray imitation. The Frugal Chef or Julia's Child imitation. Okay, bring him in. We type in the code, we go live, we broadcast for them, set up their YouTube channel. Here you go. They're on their own after that. For 75 bucks an hour, we can make it work. Yep. See you in 7, Snakefoot. See you in 10. What's going on in 10? Where's everybody going? They're going to bed at 3:30 in the morning. Well, that's just one idea. You could do a lot of things. There's all sorts of things. I like to explore ideas. That's my thing. I'm an idea hamster. Who would edit the videos? You or them. Geez, editing, that's a lot of money. Editing is 75 bucks an hour on top of, studio time. I got a nephew who does photos. He takes pictures of freaking supermodels in their underwear. No shit. Man, one time I told him, you need to get a job. They sent him to like Puerto Rico to these beaches. And these chicks that are smoking hot. He takes their pictures. They're wearing nothing. God love them. Yeah, he calls me up and says, I got a job. He's working for the Ford agency in New York City. If you have any idea, that's where the really hot chicks are. It's where that, what's her name? Cindy, what's her name? Who was that Cindy we were talking about? 1980s Cindy somebody. The girl with no brain. I do that for free. I would do it for free, but they give him a few $1,000s a week. He edits the things. Of course, you got to know Photoshop or whatever the stuff, but there's people can figure that out. You can hire some friggin' techie on summer vacation who's got some idea. Look, I can barely operate a flip phone, all right? I'm not the one. I'll set up the company and the corporation and hire that job out. McGee would pay. I mean, you can put out some great videos. Couch, he was a video something in college. And now he puts them to use in the hobby, which is pretty darn handy. What do they call it? A video edit college degree thing. They got a name for it. Video. Motion Picture Academy. Yeah, that's what he does. This one's ruined. Yeah, but a lot of people don't have that skill. They got the information, they got the brains, they got the tools, to do the kitchen stuff or whatever stuff, whatever their hobby is, but they don't have the, they don't have the camera technology, the computer technology, the videography. That's it. That's the word, videography. They don't have the tools for the video making aspect. That can be put together real easy, and I can see filling the schedule for for a kitchen real easy. Then you bring in an audience, feed the audience. They can pay for the feed or something, or pay to watch. Damage? Oh yeah, that's freaking heavy damage. That's tore up, beat to shit crap. That coin's ruined. $1950. Was 50 a good year? Geez, that was 68 years ago. Oh, and the fools. Oh yeah, you'll get people who come in to do, something and just suck and keep doing it week after week. You'll get that. You'll always have that. There's no stopping it. There is no stopping it. Okay, 57 with a die chip in the 5. So that's going to be a keeper. Let's get over here and look at Liberty. That's clear. Eyelid is normal. Anything back here? Nothing to know. Nope. But it, comes down to filling the schedule. Geez, if you fill the schedule once, dude, duplicate. That's a die chip. Yep. If you just fill one schedule, duplicate multiple studios, multiple cities. That's the kind of thing you can really explode with. Now you're just negotiating leases. Advertising. Well, YouTube's got a lot of potential out there. There's a lot of people that know what the heck they're doing. And if you can develop an audience, you can make a fair income. Just how long does it take to develop that audience? I see this woodworking guy started a video channel like 4 months ago. He's got 500,000 subscribers. Huh? Well, he's got some pretty good work, I tell you that. But you get a video that goes viral, and that's what it puts you on the map. Well, you make enough videos, one of them should eventually go viral. A bit doubled, I missed it. We need another Justin Wilson. Justin Wilson. The Cajun Gourmet. Yeah, we got some sausage and onions and peppers in there. Some sweet bell pepper. Yes, sir. Yeah, he was cool. Yeah, YouTube millionaire. You can do it. I've made money on YouTube. Not a whole lot. Enough that I get a, 1099. All right. What do we got here? I've got some graininess from a worn die is what it looks like. No. No, this looks like something burned it or scorched it or dissolved it. It looks to be corrosion. I don't know, pick your poison. What do you like, battery acid? Baby food? It's out there. Well, what YouTube does for the hobby, for this particular hobby, is we have barely scratched the surface of what's possible. Honestly, we could take this huge. Wind is picking up. The polar vortex has got Frank. Somebody call 911. We're going to save him. Frank, hold on to something heavy. Yeah. Frank, hold on to something heavy. Now here comes the dirty lingo. I got that covered. Well, uncover it and hold on, man. 58D, real grungy on that one. Alright, got a lot of grunge here, but the thing on the left of the E wants to get more attention. That's just corroded. I got a lot of corrosion on this spot here. Nah, that's all it is. I do that daily. Well, God love you, you can still do that daily. I'm down like twice a week at my age. That's plenty. That's all I can muster. I took a hit. That's right. Okay, it's 56 with a little bit of luster. Get the big giant Liberty on 1956, unique to that date. It's a single year design, like 1969 is a single year design. 2000 is a single year design. Totally not where I was going with that, but okay. The polar vortex. Hey, it's anything can happen day when it's 3:41 in the morning. And we're looking at pennies. 1948 looks pretty normal. The late 40s were quiet for double dies. There are a few out there, but they're very subtle. But we keep looking. We keep checking for new ones. You're not going to find new die varieties unless you check for new die varieties. You check for known die varieties, you'll find knowns, but you probably won't find new ones. So what do you want to look for when you're checking your pennies? Well, check every damn one of them. That's all. What's with that E? That's a little pounding mark or something. There we go. Look, I'm going to finish up this set. I'm going to call it good. That'll be about 2 hours. And that's a good way to kill an evening right there. What is it out west? It's still 1 in the morning out west. Okay, you're going to go. Now, the coin seminar weekend's coming up. Pretty cool thing. You get a whole bunch of channels, a whole bunch of different shows, all live in the same weekend. Who has not been or watched the Blues Woman Sandy Adams? Hey, Blues. Have you seen the Coin Seminar Weekend? That's coming up in, let's see, 2 more weekends, or 3, 2 or 3. We have 20, 30 live streams. A lot of people have giveaways in their streams, and it's back to back for the most part, especially in the evenings. They're really full. And it's just people talking about coins. What's your best or favorite find to date? Best or favorite? 72 double die number 3. That's not too bad. That's a decent find. I guess no. Here's one. The Clash die on the Effigy Mounds quarter. Yeah, I put that on my blog. You can see it there. But you got the hair, not the hair. You got all the grass in the back of the Effigy Mound quarter, and you get clash marks, like right in front of George Washington's nose. So you get the sneezing George. You know, it's the grass from the other side. Looks like he's blowing booger snot all over the place. I just think it's got a great look to it. Best find today, a couple of laminations. And I go through a bunch of stuff. There's one coin I had, and Paula picked it out on air. She says, "Hey man, that buffalo nickel only has 2 feathers. I'd have missed it." Well, that's a nice little find right there. And we had, just last Friday, we found one. It was a recut date on an 1856 seated half dollar. And I was 3 hours finding out that one. I mean, I looked everywhere to find a source on that. We finally found one. And it was in a Wiley Boogert book from 10 years ago. Man, that was a trick to find that. But, yeah, they call it a recut date. Now, PCGS has the same coin listed, and they're calling it a repunched date, but it's not. It's recut. The WDO2, that's the one. So, oh, what's that? Anytime you say, huh, that's funny, that needs to be the flag that this needs more attention. That's the flag to stop what you're doing, set that coin aside, focus in on it, do some homework, look it up, compare it, show it off, talk about it, and run it up a flagpole and see who salutes. Anytime you say, huh, that's funny, because most of these coins are going to be identical. The Mint, geez, their job is to put out a consistent product. And this is the money the U.S. consumer uses daily. It needs to be as consistent as possible. That's why dry varieties kind of stand out, because, geez, it's not consistent. Somebody made a mistake somewhere in an industry that needs to be spot on every time. Okay, I see nothing on that D. Man, the 5 looks like it took a little hit. The 6 is a little squished. Okay, put that back out. Yeah, how can you have value? How can you place faith in your currency if it's not consistent? And by God, it needs to be right and tight every time. After sitting for weeks and moments after it sold. Yeah! Geez, I had that thing for 2 months. I showed it off a few times trying to sell the thing. Dropped it from, 200 to 175. Finally 165, buy it now. Gone. Zoom. Bye-bye. And then we see it on the date. Well, look, I got a lot of coins I go through here. I can't catch them all, so every now and then. I have an 83 Kennedy half that has something stuck between the layers. Is it a little ball? Are you the one? Are you the one? You get these, they'll take burnishing balls, they call them. They're just little BBs, right? You dump all these planchets into a big hopper and stir them up with all these BBs. And what it does is it polishes the planchet is what it does. And that's kind of neat. But we should have, if that be the case, a proof, which 1983 would need to be an S. Or you could have a a satin from 2005 to 2010. And sometimes what happens is the clad layer kind of separates and one of the little BBs gets in there. So you get a coin with a BB stuck in it. So is it from, you know, burnishing the planet, from polishing the planchet, or did somebody shoot it with a freaking BB gun? Now, for that, yeah, for that one we need to see pictures, and that's a candidate for submission to PCGS. There's been just a handful of them, but yeah, it's a production error. And what the hell they call that? A burnishing ball. That's a cool thing. You don't get those too often. Yeah, odd. That's one of those things you think, huh, that's funny. And they're out there. And it's not even on error rep. I saw it somewhere. I did a search on burnishing ball. Yeah, that was you. That's who it was. Look, I've been gone for a week and playing catch up for another week and a half after that. I've never seen anything like it. They're out there, but they are very, very few and very far between. First off, you'd have to have a clad layer that opens up enough to fit a BB ball in there, and then it has to be polished. Jeez. You know, you get two uncommon events coming together, coalescing to make that one. It makes it a rare thing. And the problem with that, it can be, you know, artificially produced. That's a cool find. And if it can be artificially produced, how do we have faith in it being an authentic, you know, genuine error, or just you know, some teenager with nothing to do for an afternoon? And that's the issue. And for that, yeah, that would want to go to say PCGS to be authenticated as an error, and they're going to want $50 plus shipping. All right. Look, we've been 2 hours into it. I've had my coffee. I'm ready for a cigarette. I got that Pasta Fajoule over there calling me. I'll probably you know, have some more of that. It'll be fun. I want to thank everybody for stopping in and listening to me just run my mouth. Hey, if you like, we can get together and do another one of those Google Hangouts and get a few people doing their thing. You have a camera, you know, for coins, or a camera for your head, or a camera for coins. You can switch back and forth on Google Hangouts, which is kind of neat. And we can talk in real time, in real voice, you know, show your head, that sort of thing. I've done it with Coin Dragon and Cindy before. I'm sure we'll do it again. I've done a little homework. Yeah, they're out there. Smash the like button on your way out. Sorry, Coin Dragon, don't eat with your mouth full. Okay, guys, somebody will probably take over. You stay groovy.